Hey guys, we're going to start some foam rolling techniques here. You can see I'm working on the calves first. I'm putting both legs up to add a little bit of extra pressure onto the calf muscles. And you'll see me rolling back and forth over not just the belly, but also the medial and the lateral side. Just try to work the whole muscle in there. And try not to go too far down onto the calves. And again, never hit the joints. You just want to make sure you get the muscles. If this is too painful, you can always put one foot down to take some of the pressure off. Now I'm working on the front side of the shins there to get the antagonist muscles of what I just did. It's a small muscle and it shouldn't take too long, but it actually causes lots of pain, especially if you've been doing lots of low kicks lately. And again, hitting the whole muscle, not just the belly of it. Switching up to the IT band there, a lot of pain caused from that, from heavy squats or deadlifts, and especially those low kicks that just keep nailing those IT bands. And I've got both legs up to add some bit of pressure, and if it's too hard on you, if it's too painful, then leg down and you can take some of the pressure off of that leg. Now switching up to the hip flexors there, a lot of people have problems with this. It'll help loosen up your hips a bit more and help with your overall flexibility by working these hip flexors. Switching up to the glutes now, you see I stretch it out there, kind of doing a piriformis stretch, which will help expose the glutes and those muscles more and stretch them out so I can have that fascia a little bit better. And again, you'll see my hips rocking back and forth to hit the whole muscle so you get it all in there. And if you find a sore spot on any of these muscles, you can just sort of stay on top of it and rock it back and forth a little bit. You'll see right there I'm hitting a sore spot, so I'm just going to stay on it, add a little bit of extra pressure before rolling it back out again. Switching up to the quadriceps here, you want to make sure you bend the knee to help stretch out those quads. If you need more of a stretch, you can put a exercise band around the ankle and just pull it up over the shoulder to keep your quadriceps stretched a bit more. And again, work all those angles of those quads. There's a lot of muscle there and a lot of different angles to work, so make sure you're working over the whole muscle group. And again, stay away from the joints. You're just trying to hit the muscle itself and the fascia that covers those muscles. You want to stay away from causing too much damage onto the joints. Now it's time to work those adductors. This causes a lot of pain if you've been getting a lot of low kicks on the inside there, or been doing a lot of guard passes where people have been putting a lot of shin pressure on top of your adductors. So you just got to work it in and out, and it's also going to help with your overall flexibility, help you kick faster and higher as well. Now we're going to switch up to the upper back up there. This is good. You start by just hugging yourself there. It's really good for a lot of boxers and fighters who use a lot of their upper back muscles. Just trying to work the rhomboids and the trapezius up there. Just hug your shoulders and tuck your chin in and just keep your hips off the floor and rock back and forth, and you'll feel it. It's actually quite relaxing, and sometimes I do this just after a hard day. Switching up to the lats now. This is a big muscle group. Make sure you're not hitting the shoulder or the shoulder blades. See, I've got my arms stretched out there to try to expose the lats a bit more. If that's not good enough, you can grab your head, and that'll help expose the lats a little bit better. Make sure you can just roll on top of those. And try not to go too far down so you hit the ribs. Just make sure you're getting the lat muscle. Switching up to the front here, just get the pec. This is a little harder to do when you've got a longer foam roller, but if you've got one of these short ones, or even using a lacrosse ball or some kind of therapeutic ball, make sure you're just working the whole pec there from the origin and the sternum out toward the insertion in the shoulder, but don't go too far onto the shoulder, otherwise you're going to expose the joint to some other issues and pain. You can see right there I got a sore spot, so I'm just trying to work that out on the outside of the pec there. And again, in this video, I'm only doing one side of the body. Make sure you do both sides of the body, otherwise you're going to be kind of awkward and not be able to move around as much.